moments my mind falls down, yet the chaos in my head pulls me further around. I wear it like a nightmare, like an ancient song, telling of the things that last lifelong. I have learned to run no more, even if the voices win the war. For deep in darkness I have seen, even shadows can walk with me. Oh, trapped in the shadow of me. Oh, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. And if you ask if I was ever free, I'll say the darkness stays a part of me. But I carry it without disguise. It makes me stronger, clears my mind. Oh, trapped in the shadow of me. Oh, no escape, stay here with me. No heroes, no foes, only fear I see. But I walk the path and I'll lead you to me. Trapped in the shadow of me. Oh, no escape.
Okie dokie. That's one thing you don't hear too much of these days. That particular phrasing, okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Harry's just coming back into frame, and then we'll start the show. Okay, here he is. Okay, let's start the show. And
3, 2, 1, go! HL Racing, HL Racing, HL Racing, yeah! And thanks very much for tuning into this live stream. It must be another week because here we are again. So thanks so much for tuning in, past, present, and future.
yes,
What can we say this week? It's been a busy week. For the people out there waiting for the week's episode, that'll be coming. We'll be starting the editing phase of that after the stream. So there you go. So we're just a little bit delayed on releasing it, but don't worry, don't go anywhere. It'll be coming up, and that is a fire alarm. There you go.
yeah, it's because he's waiting for the episode release.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah. So there you go. That's what's happening. And I guess what we'll do, we'll jump over to the other screen.
Yeah.
And
So this one is all about the RC Eagle, a 3D printed plane, and it is one that we've been doing quite a bit on our YouTube series. And you remember to go back and check out the full series. It's available on the podcast, as well as, I'm not sure if you're getting this because it's quite loud. And yeah, so ideal in this one is to get everything ticked off, ready for flight.
That's what it's all about. And in a bit, that fire alarm will stop, hopefully, and then you can hear us again. So we'll jump into it.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are.
And it looks like the fire alarm's finished making its noise, so that's good. And yeah, so normally at the start of the episode, of the live stream, we sometimes do a deep dive into this week's episode, but we'll have to jump that part because obviously it hasn't been released yet, so we can't really jump into it. Otherwise, it'd become like a spoiler alert. It wouldn't really work. So yeah.
Do we need lockouts? Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I10 Tapestry has joined us. Thank you very much for joining us once again.
Yeah. Cheers.
And this is the guy here. This is the Eagle, and that's where we're getting at on this one. So on the last one, we did quite a lot of painting. We did all the embellishments of the feathers. So you can see there. It's looking like the real deal, isn't it?
It is.
Oh. I think I think you did the underside as well.
Is that what I did?
Yeah, and the white bit that we did the last.
Okay. Dan's joined the stream. Hey man,
hey Dan. He says, "Hey fellas,
hey, howdy,
howdy,
howdy, my man, howdy." And thanks so much for tuning in, brother. Appreciate it very much.
Man,
it's quite
so
big.
close to hitting everything.
Yeah, it's very close to hitting like escape on the computer. Or...
We don't want to hit this.
No. So you go. That's the pattern design. I think you can kind of see it from there.
Yeah.
bring the light in so you can kind of see what we achieved on the last stream. It came from on the last stream before that was just black, wasn't it? And multicolored.
Yeah,
and
rainbow.
I think on this stream what we'll do is we'll hit it with a bit more of a white details on the around the neck and around the tail, and then
maybe a little bit on his eye, and then his beak, his feet, and then maybe we'll get into
battery mounted. Yeah. He says, "Whoa, the paint looks awesome." Thanks, man. The last time I was here, she was just plastic. yeah. So she's come a long way. He's got a tail now, and yes, the servo is mounted and a motor in there. Yeah, there's a little bit of mixing that we might do on the stream, but
we'll just see how we get on,
and maybe even we've spun the motors up, haven't we?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to do a full RPM test.
RPM test, yeah, and you can kind of
ideally do the CG as well. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's coming along, guys. That's where it's at, and looks like the stream is working, so that's good. So we can, I guess what we'll do is move over to the next segment, move the table over.
Okay, we'll adjust the setting, the scene, right?
Yes.
Next scene, cut. Okay, we'll go and set it up.
Okay. Yeah, and how's your week been there, Dan? Hopefully you had a good one. What have you been up to since we saw you last? Let us know. Yeah, for sure. And did you get that Unimog working? Hopefully the gearbox.
Oh right, yeah, the gearbox.
Because that is sad when you've made something and then it dies on you. That's criminal. That's criminal. So it shouldn't be like that. Which is grabbing the other camera. Oh yes, okay. And what colours are we running it to for this one?
There'll be a bit of white in there somewhere.
A bit of white,
possibly, yeah.
Where are those colours? Oh, there they are.
Okay, so we're just setting up the scene if you're just joining us. Just setting the scene.
And what colours we got here? We got a bit of white here, so it's kind of the. Dan says you look like you're dressed for a bank heist. Don't tell anyone there, brother. Don't tell anyone. And we're using a bit of white.
It's just quite cold down here at the moment.
Just a bit cold.
I guess with the beanies, right, as well.
Yeah. We need balaclavas. That's what we need. And the colour that we're using, mainly on the plane, is a bit of this colour. We're not endorsed by this company, but anyway. And you can kind of see it for the people out there who want to know. What colour is it, Richard?
Is it a brown?
Brazil brown is what it's called. There you go. Brazil brown, and we also use a bit of reddy brown as well.
But we've run out of that one.
Yeah, so you used it perfectly. Just to highlight the wing tips. Yeah. The tip of the wings. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the plan? Are you going to do sort of like, are you going to sort of go in like that? Like make sort of...
I was just going to define
waves, as it were. Or you're going to come in with this kind of thing and go back in white. Like
yeah.
White.
I'll bring up the picture of the bird that we're working on.
Maybe turn that particular one off. So
okay.
That light.
This line? Oh, yeah. Is it blowing you out, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Okay. Which one would it be under? Maybe that one. Maybe this one, I'm thinking. Yeah, so there we are. So that's kind of the eagle that we're looking at. Yes, he's going to have a yellow beak. Yeah. So you can kind of see how he is taking shape now. And, yeah, so he needs, what does he need? He just needs like a little bit of...
I took that down slightly.
Definition around his neck. And,
there you go.
And, yeah, around the head.
Still playing up, is it?
Still okay.
Interesting. He's still playing up. Maybe it was after I moved it. I don't know. Look at the lag, people.
Not sure why it keeps doing that. But anyway, last time it was
maybe it's the cable. It might be the cable that needs to be replaced. They don't last all that long, do they?
Yeah, I guess we do move around the workshop quite a lot. Unimog is on its shelf for a couple of months, I think. Oh yeah, give it a break. Yeah, fair enough. You're right again. Going to use my summer free time for other stuff. Yeah, like flying quads, etc. Also boot Tamiya 110
RC car. RC car.
Sweet. What color did you make it? Did you give it like a Paul Walker, or was it more like a
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel muscle man? You know, like a muscle car. Muscle man sounds weird. Muscle car, you know what I mean? Yeah, American muscle. Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you reckon? Like, put it like that?
Yeah.
Should be right in. Where was that other one?
Which one?
There was half a one. Like there was the one, and then there was the other one. The opposite version. Ah, here it is. Yeah, there's my other template. But that doesn't really make sense. What do you think? Should we go this side, or should we go the other side? What do you reckon? We're gonna go that way.
This is what we're using. There's a Badger 100 LG.
Badger.
It's a Badger.
Hey.
It's a Lancia Delta rally car
Oh, Lancia.
with
All right.
Martin Racing. Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah, it's cool.
I don't know him personally, but yeah, the Martini Racing. Yeah, I know the one. It's white mainly with some bit of red in there.
Yeah. It's quite a famous car, that Lancia.
I think a little bit of blue trim around the outside. Very cool racing car.
Yeah.
So what kind of motor did you put it? Is it a gas one or electric one? It could be a model one, so it doesn't have a motor. Yeah, people do make model ones too. That's a possibility, which is cool as well in their own right. You're going for more, you know, like art style. It's good. The shelf.
That only did that after we moved it, right?
The camera.
Yeah.
I'll just go back and have a look at it. It was fine a second ago. See what it's doing. No, it's all.
Yeah, it's it. It's it.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah, she's not playing ball, is she? I was kind of hoping it was going to play ball this time.
Just swap that cable out. But we can send this form. We can see it from this side. It was working perfectly before.
Yes, it was.
There you go. There. We might not be able to move it, but we can get the angle still. That's the main thing. What else do you need?
I took my watch off.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I don't really want it on that. Don't want paint on that, do we?
No. I'll put some water through the airbrush.
Oh, yeah.
Just to make sure it's going to play ball today. I'll do that. I'll do that now, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Sweet. All right. But yeah, the objective of this stream is to get the white on, his eyes done, his beak done, and then that's the painting side done, and then mount the motor, and then maybe do some trimming of the flaps. Give the full system check. That would be cool. That would be pretty good use of our time, I think. Don't really need that, I think.
Okay, that seems to be working.
Yeah. All right. It must be the cable, which is why would it be perfect? And then
Don't know. Good question, then.
But yes, hopefully you guys are having a great week.
Okay, so idea of the game is to put some white down. Yeah, okay. Be good to get this one all up and running, really, wouldn't it?
Yep, for sure.
Okay. All right. All good, eh?
Yeah, just play around.
Okay, so start with some aero color, some white. Hopefully you had a good week there, Dan. Fingers crossed you did.
And if you're just joining in, we just doing the detail work on the RC Eagle. So it should be pretty close to the last stream on this one before we go to the field. So make sure you tune in to see all that. If you want to see it fly. Oh, yes, right.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure.
Kind of that kind of thing, isn't it? Or do you want to use this one? That wouldn't make any sense, would it?
Yeah, not really.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, we're good. Is that right?
Yeah,
that's
that's
all,
good,
yeah.
Yep, just adding definition to it. Oops, sorry.
We're good?
Yep.
Cool.
Dropping a picture of a car in the share your project's Discord channel. Okay, sweet man. We'll check it out in a second. We'll bring it up. Sure. So it's cool to see what other people do.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
It's weird that you can't really do that on YouTube, though, eh?
Maybe we haven't unlocked that feature yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. One more?
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Let's
good.
bring that up. Thanks for tuning the stream, guys. And oh, you can use that one.
You can carry on. I'll grab the other thing.
Oh, yeah, you bring it up.
Yeah.
I'll just reach across. That'll be right. That way, we can kind of see what we're doing. I think I can do it that way. I'll do it inverted like that. Yeah, that'll be right. And I want you to bring it up on the screen in a minute.
Oh, Dominic. Hey, dude. How's it going?
Hey, brother. Thanks for tuning in. I'm down here.
I got my first job tomorrow. Well, best of luck, dude.
Yeah.
Learning electrical. Okay.
That's okay, man.
That's okay, man. Yeah.
Or
best,
11:15. Wow. Okay.
well, best of luck for tomorrow.
Yeah. Best of luck and have fun out there.
Yeah. But thanks
Sounds
for
exciting.
joining in anyway.
Yeah. Sounds exciting, isn't it?
It's always exciting to do your first job.
Yeah. And there you go. We're getting a bit of accents coming in there. Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, wow. Okay. This
You
is the
bring that
car
up
that we're
on the
talking about.
Oh wow, cool, man.
Just managed to find it. So this is what we're talking about. And there you go.
Wow,
Look at that. That's a good looking car.
Very
Well,
cool.
well done.
Nice work, dude.
Yeah.
Looks fast.
Looks very quick.
Well, it's definitely electric.
Yeah. No, well done.
Nice one, dude. Very cool.
Thanks for sharing that. So that was, yeah, Dan put up a post on our Discord page. So remember, you can do the same if you like, of different projects that you're working on.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, we'll share once again. That was his project on the car.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
That's cool.
The decals are really set it apart, eh?
Yeah.
And it's such an iconic rally car, so. Anyway, maybe you can lift that up when you're done that.
Yeah.
Just so you can see, then flip it upside down, and then we'll do the underside. Do we need a cardboard box? Yes, or maybe you can hold it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yes, hope you guys are having a good night. It's electric. Oh, okay, cool. Yes, nice. I didn't see that one there. Nice. Electric's the best. It's the only way, right?
Well, it's one of the ways.
One of the ways.
One of the ways.
It's the only way.
It's the only way. I know that at the flying field on the weekend, they were saying that the gas, like nitro and stuff like that, that they
Couldn't really
use
get it.
for the different
Their models.
the model planes or whatever, it was a bit hard to get in New Zealand. So
So we're happy with our decision.
what to stay electric?
Yeah. Then we can flip it up so they can see that what I did on the back.
Oh yeah. So there you go.
Bit more definition on
So we just added those little
widgets.
bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which what are you doing?
Dan says he hates decals so much. Too stressful. I want them to be perfect. But I stuck at it and have a big clumsy shaky head. But that's okay, man. You got it. Look good. No faults there. Yeah, it's one of those things that it kind of makes the whole project come alive, isn't it? So yeah, nice. Keep at it for sure until it's.
It looked good though.
It really did.
So I don't think you need to be too worried, really.
Yeah.
Is that like that? Is that? It's all good. Nice. I'd like to thank everyone for joining in the stream. And as you can see, we're doing some airbrushing on the RC Eagle. It's a 3D printed design, not our specific design, this one, but we've done many others, but this one we thought we'd just use what somebody else had done. So it seemed like a good idea at the time, and we've been doing quite extensively on our
Serious.
live stream series. So this is hopefully the final one for the build, at least on this one, and then hopefully no repair ones.
Yeah, we don't want that.
How's that look on that side? Will this Eagle get under wing mounted for a rocket launcher?
Sounds pretty cool to me.
Sounds cool, huh? I wasn't planning on doing that. You mean like a booster rocket, right?
That'll be the fastest bird in the West, isn't it? See, Dan might have been saying that as a joke. We're like, oh, possibly.
So there you go. That's that part there. If you can see at the top. There you go. And the other side.
Yep, turn around. If you can get it around without knocking anything.
Like that.
Yep, I can do it from there, yep.
Take it to. Where would you put the booster if you were going to put one on? Another CG's joined us.
Hey, brother. Hey, dude. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm just adding some details on this feathery guy. What a journey this one's been, eh?
Yeah, it'd be good to.
What a journey.
Be good to have it all finished off.
Might have to go on this side a little bit. Don't touch anything. You're right, Richard? Yeah.
Ideally. There you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
There you go. Looking good.
Thanks for joining the stream, guys.
Okay, so the last bit of painting is no white, right?
What's that?
Not a white thing that we need to do now. It's a.
What are we going to do next?
We've got to do some yellow, I think.
Yellow. Oh, it's looking pretty good.
Yes.
Quite happy with it.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are liking it.
There you go. Oops. Quite noisy on the ground.
What's that, sir?
I'm moving the chairs around. Yeah.
Good enough?
Yeah, it's cool. So we need to do some yellow and then some stuff on his eyes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can do his feet. His
Oh,
beak.
we'll do the eyes first, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Eagle sounds. Happy to join the stream. Hey man, how you been?
Hey, dude.
You guys think the printed one takes a while? Try starting
With
with
the
just an egg. Eagle or the chicken. Which one was first? And that is one weird looking F-15.
Yeah.
Sure is. And thanks so much for tuning into the stream. Who's been that? TYDE Studios. Cheers, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Dad says, what did you just airbrush on your brother back? Why wasn't looking? Nice.
What?
Was it kick me? No, who knows? It'll be our secret there, Dan.
Okay. You maybe bring that. Yeah.
Just tilt this up a little bit so we don't cut your head off too much. Yeah. And Happy says hi to all. Hey man, appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. So we're just doing the final touches on this.
I'll bring it down here.
Oh yeah.
I can do it.
Clean it out.
You can clean out the background.
Yeah, so we're just doing the last touches. Harry's just cleaning it out. The airbrush that is. So yeah, so we're just ideally doing the last touches on this particular aircraft, and ideally getting up to the point where you're attaching the motors, you're attaching the battery strap,
Oh, yes.
and
Maybe
ideally CGing it. Make sure it's correct.
Yeah.
Well, at least the best that we can do anyway, before you actually throw it for real, because there's always quite a difference between what's theoretical and the real thing.
Yeah, it seems to be.
There's another bit there if you want it.
Exciting.
Cool. So yeah, so that's all the feathers done, I think. And what we're going to jump into some yellows and stuff with his beak, you think? Or you're going to go his eye?
How are you going to do the feathers? How are you going to do his beak? Are you going to airbrush or are you going to just hand paint it?
I don't know.
No, just airbrush it. Just mask it off, I guess. We
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been painting this.
Are you going to do his eye? Is that what you're doing? His eye, you'd probably just do with a brush, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Do you need to do it with an airbrush at all, or are you just going to do it with a brush?
The eye.
No, I mean his beak and stuff.
Oh,
Because otherwise, if you mask it, you might.
I'll pull the paint off. Well, just try it. Just get a bit of masking tape. Normally, we opt for like a lightweight masking tape, so we shouldn't rip the paint off. But just try it on the back somewhere, just in case something like that happens. Otherwise, oh no!
What was I thinking?
What was the thinking? Yeah, for sure.
No, that seems to be okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so while Harry's prepping the.
That's what I'm doing down here, guys. I'm just clearing out the airbrush. I'm not trying to hide from you.
Interesting.
Yeah. Happy says he's loving it. He's got his googly eyes. Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the encouragement.
Interesting. I'm gonna figure out where this beak is. We're using.
Have you got one of like a little earbud thing?
Yeah. Like that.
Oh, thank you.
What does you say? Dan says, how do you figure out where the CG should be? Is it the quarter of the wing or something? Or how do you figure out where it is? But is the theory where it should be? Interesting. Okay, so
On this particular design,
they
have crafted it,
they've already gone ahead and actually labeled it.
but that's not necessarily true though.
Yeah, but we'll go on the basis that they're correct, and it's
But generally speaking, it's pretty much in the same spot like any plane would be.
here it is. It's just I don't know if you can see it, but it's just about where my fingers are. About there. There's a little. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little mark there on both sides there,
Printed into the
printed like a little indent saying CG.
Not, it doesn't say another CG. Maybe that's what it should have
Yeah, it should have said
another CG.
another CG, but it didn't. Sorry, man.
Little shout out for it. But yeah, it's not necessarily true, but that's what they claim. So we'll have to try and
It's normally pretty accurate.
pretty accurate. So with any plane, generally speaking, it well, unless it's like some sort of weird concept plane, which seems to be the ones that we make. They're normally on the spar line that they go along the main wing.
another
We
CG
should-
like that. And what was I thinking? Maybe that one? That one. No, not that one. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at, guys, with the beak and everything. So I was just looking at how he's got where his beak is, and we're going to possibly add his little feet in there as well, in the yellow. It's kind of like, it looks like he might even have like a little bit of white just where his feet is as well. So that might be something we need to do. I'll check this camera again and see if it's playing ball again. Okay,
It's fine now, is it? It's weird.
who knows, eh?
I
Just
don't know
have
what.
to take his word for it. There we go, that's Harry from another angle.
I'm not sure why that camera was playing up. I think it might be the cable.
It must be.
What else could it be?
Okay. Try that out and see if it plays ball. Yeah, it's still playing ball, so who knows?
Just keep an eye on it. On the last stream, it was been a bit silly, and just earlier before, it's been a bit silly too.
Oh, hang on a second. Can't quite read that, sorry.
Gotta go remember.
Where the lift is. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's where that's right. And what was the one? Will you test under thrust or glide test it?
So it's all planes, but it's a 3D printed plane.
Okay, so traditionally you would just throw
Always.
it, right? You would always just throw it. But with this guy,
With 3D printing.
3D printed planes don't tend to like, or they're not very forgiving on that. So I would say go for broke, right?
Pretty
Because
much.
otherwise you glide test it, comes in perfectly, and then
Smash.
So, yeah. You wouldn't even know what percentage throttle, would you?
No, we normally go for like 80% on the first one. Something like that. 80 to 90%.
I remember when we did the maiden flight on the little biplane, which is the little one we repaired, the Tiger Moth. It was, I think I put it like 100% throttle, and I threw it as hard as I could, and the whole thing torqued right over, so its wings right over, nearly touching the ground, flicked it back, and then pulled up into the air. So we never did it like that ever again. It was terrible. It nearly did one full rotation before I managed to
Pull it out of it.
pull it out of its
Death trap.
near-death experience. For it anyway.
And then we worked out shortly afterwards that one of the servos were dead in it. So it could only actually turn.
That's actually happened twice in that aircraft.
Hey, it's a
Hey.
maiden flight. These things happen. So makes it more exciting. If it was easy, I mean, we probably wouldn't want to be doing it. Right?
No, we tend to get a bit bored, to be honest. Google says a general rule of thumb for standard aircraft is the center of gravity should be located around 25% to 30% of the wing's mean aerodynamics, called MAC. from the leading edge. Yes, I'd agree with that. Yep.
Yeah.
It must always be slightly, sit slightly ahead of the aircraft center of lift. Yes.
I agree with that.
I would agree with that. Yes. Which is slightly different when you're doing a catapult launch.
Yeah, because that's what the catapult where you.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need that. No. When you put the catapult fixture to it, you want it slightly ahead of the CG point. Yeah, if that makes sense. So let's say the CG point was there, you'd want the hook to be slightly ahead.
What's that?
Was it ahead or was it behind? I can't remember now.
I think it's ahead. It's ahead. It's ahead.
Yeah, ahead.
Yeah.
Only slightly, because I don't know why.
Where would you put the rocket booster? Going back to what Dan said.
I'd put it probably right on
Well,
that.
you couldn't put it
tar.
right there because it would just blow the tail straight off.
And probably underneath. You put a rocket underneath, and then I think what you'd do is
Far out. Would the wings even hold?
I think they'd snap. Just talk.
What a way to go, eh? Go out
What
with
a-
a bang.
Go out with a bang.
Like sayonara, I'm out of here.
The rocket just carries on through the.
Through the field. Boom. I was going great. It's going great. No, but I want to go quicker. Boom. Gone. Wings gone.
I think we need some masking tape. Richard.
Yeah. Yellow?
Oh, yeah. We need some masking tape and we need some yellow for the beak. And thanks once again for tuning in, guys. Maybe I need that. So Happy says I had a pusher prop foamy F16 version with a giant prop going from a quarter to a half throttle will give me would give him 3 rolls.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah. See, I did that on purpose.
I
I was
set
just
that
going
up.
for style points.
Yeah.
Once when I was taking off, if we're talking about F16 stories, on the F18, the Hornet just on the roof there, it's a foam plane as well. And I was going for takeoff, and one of the wheels, the back right wheel, dropped off when it was
Just about to go.
just about to take off the ground, like it was like seconds away, going at max throttle down the grass runway, and then it dropped off, and then did a rotation in the air because it's a foam plane, so any little bit would be game over. So then I decided I couldn't land this way around, so I decided after doing a couple of rotations I managed to get it kind of corrected and decided I'd land inverted. That way I won't break the other wheel off. So
Yeah, you broke the cockpit.
I
That was it.
broke. No, I didn't. I don't think I broke anything. No, I didn't. I just
No,
I
you
didn't break
yeah.
anything. I just decided that was a bit flatter. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like the wheels are
The
downwards.
best of the worst.
Best of the worst situation to go with. So there you go.
So maybe
So-
you could keep that in your arsenal. Yeah, I think that one was quite a safe landing, wasn't it?
It wasn't too bad, I think. Okay, I'll just turn this guy around and we can work on his face. The beak.
This yellow doesn't look that good.
It's not that good.
It's kind of like all watery.
Yeah, can you mix it up a bit or not really?
Good.
Maybe. Maybe not. What does this bird look like? I'll zoom in a bit. What's his face look like? Oh yeah, it's just
Oh yeah, the camera's still working good.
still working at the moment.
Yeah, it's good. Who knows? I think it's because it doesn't like to be moved now.
Is that what it is? Ah ha ha ha, says Happy. Catch the landing on the next go round. Yeah, totally. I did that. Yeah. That's what you do. I was like, oh, I think I'll make it a little bit harder, just make it a little bit harder. It's the way.
But yeah, 3 rotations on takeoff's not ideal, is it?
I was just putting some masking around his eye before we get into the his beak structure.
Isn't really ideal, this stuff.
Not perfect.
No, not really.
Oh, I thought it was okay. Maybe it's the temperature. You got any other yellow? Might have a couple other ones.
Yeah, I feel it would just clog stuff up.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And either way, we are making good progress with this guy. And so far we've already done the white, so we don't need to go back to that. So we'll change it over. So I'm going to get into this beak. Make that screen a bit bigger.
Which one?
I can't see it from way over there. There you go. That's better. We'll try and look at the other screen and see what we're trying to do here. But either way, hopefully you guys are going to have an epic weekend. Yeah, let us know what you guys got planned for the weekend. So it's good to see what other people, hear what other people are doing. Maybe you got like some sort of event going to. Might not even be RC related, but that's cool.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, does it?
No.
Really looking forward to getting this guy done, man.
Yeah, we're getting there.
What color eyes for the eagle?
Looking at this one over here, I was gonna go with like a blue. What do you reckon? I was thinking blue.
I'm just trying to mix up some yellow.
Did you manage to find any?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some. All good? You want it in the hopper thing? It doesn't, there's not much of it.
No, I don't need much. All right.
There you go. Awesome. What color, which was this on here?
Hey?
What's this one on?
Instagram, but you can change it whenever.
Okay. Thanks very much for joining in. Head over to YouTube and check out the rest of it.
I'm trying to keep my masking the same. That way the other side looks like a mask. But look like a different bird. That'd be a bit strange. I guess technically nobody has the exact same mirror opposite of their face, so if I get it slightly wrong, it's not necessarily overall wrong.
No.
Nobody's exactly the same. It's impossible.
Another CG said sharp.
Hey?
Sharp beak, I guess.
Sharp. Yeah.
And some red LEDs.
Some red
For a
LEDs.
size.
What's
that like Terminator?
Terminator bird.
Terminator bird. Dun 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 dun.
And that always plays that music and goes car. All right. Hopefully I've got the right angle. I don't know, but I guess I'm right.
You're gonna say this.
When in doubt,
What?
say Richard did it. If there was any mistake. Is that right?
It doesn't seem to be. He did it.
He did it. That should be fine.
Yep. Yeah.
And we'll just put this little bit in here.
We're going to do some feet as well, but you might have to do that with.
Okay, what do you reckon? Good enough? If you're happy with it, I'll do it. What do you reckon, Richard? You happy with this angle? Want to check?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, this is kind of what I masked. Don't hit anything. So just mask that up like that. What do you reckon, Richard? Does that look right?
Yeah, what do they think?
Surely. Surely.
Always autograph your work, says Happy. Sometimes with your name, sometimes with your brothers.
Oh, that was Richard's work. As they say, it can all be won and lost in the face. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what they say. Oh, well, I got some yellow going in. Where's the yellow? Camera, there you go. Some yellow. You already mixed this one, Richard? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Do you want to do this one, or just load it into the hopper pile? Alright. Okay, so if you're just joining the live stream, we are working on the RC Eagle, and we are doing the last touches for this aircraft. We go into the air.
We're good?
Yeah, yeah. Did it work? I cleaned that up a bit more. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. And we're going to do the beak. What else are we going to do? His eyes.
Beak and
And
eyes.
maybe feet. Maybe feet, yeah. Alright. Hot pass or two?
How do you clean your air gun between paints after the project? Yeah, so you can use some special stuff, but we don't have that at the moment. So I'm just using just basic water. It doesn't get it perfect, but it's about as
Good enough.
good enough as you can get.
Oh, yeah.
And Dan says you missed the opportunity to some red LEDs for the eyes.
I know, right?
What's up with that bird? He's looking at me weird, man. He's got laser eyes.
No. Oh, you only got a little bit of yellow, so make it count. As they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, just water is how we clean it. Yeah, good luck. Does it look alright? Good. Now we're going to do feet, do you reckon? I guess it depends if we're going to paint. Ultimately. And yeah, for the people out there wanting to know when's the next episode coming out, yes, it's coming out. We're just taking a little bit, delayed a little bit for the release, but we did do the last bit of filming today, just before this live stream. So yeah, so when it comes out, it'll be all edited and ready. So just
We'll let you know.
we'll let you know on the post or reels or whatever. We'll let you know when that's all coming out. But we're quite happy with it so far, and hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah,
And of course, it is a. I think.
I think we already let we
You're
told
right.
everyone that it was going to be the drone pack is what we're working on this week. So yeah, that's what it's going to be. And Happy says could even install a server on the beak to open it for air intake. Hello, Happy. Yeah. Used to have our granddad used to have one of those. I don't know what they're called, but like it's like a fish. In this case, it was Jaws, and it would be like on the wall. And every time you walk past, it would turn its head out of the picture, and you know, like it was like an animatronic. We've still got it somewhere, it just doesn't have any batteries in it. But yeah, it would turn its head completely out of the thing and start talking to you. I think, yeah, you might know what we're talking about, but yeah.
It came in different shapes and sizes.
But that was, I think it was Jules,
We
was
don't
that one?
Need any more on that one? Oh, it's
it
just
does.
his feet, right?
Just his feet, yeah.
Oh,
Just
tip it
pop
out
that
of
back
there
in
for now.
there. But if you're going to do feet, you probably have to go back to white and then come back in.
Right.
Anyway, come back to that one.
Clean it up?
You would have to, either way.
Okay. Sure. Okay, so maybe you can spin it around, take the tape off.
Yeah, have a look, and then work on the eyes, I think.
I'll clean it out while you're doing that.
Alright, okay. Yeah. That'd be a pretty cool bird, though. And
What, you mean like ability to be able to talk?
Yep. Just taking off the masking tape, so hopefully it's okay. You never really know. The big reveal, as it were. I'll bring it around to the camera in a second, and then we can start working on the details like the eyes, the mouth, these sorts of things. Are you going to do that with just like a paintbrush to the eyes? Might as well. No?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do you reckon? Not too bad?
That stick.
What'd you like?
A little stick that I gave you. Did you get that?
A stick. Oh, yeah, put it back. Here you go. And I'll just bring that around so you can see that. There you go. Bring it around. Don't hit anything. And there you go.
Look all right.
Yeah, I think it came out pretty good.
We got a second.
Yeah, what do you like? What do you reckon? Happy says, if one of the brothers is missing on the next stream, we know it was the jetpack was successful and one brother flew away. He was a good man. Yeah. That's where it's at. And what else do we need? We need a paintbrush.
It's actually pretty cool.
Bit more detail. I think I'll get like quite a fine paintbrush. Yeah, that'll be alright. What kind of blue do you want?
Hey?
What kind of blue eyes should he be?
I don't know. Just what do we have, I guess?
Yeah. See if there's.
It's one of the downsides of airbrushes. You do have to spend quite a lot of time just cleaning this stuff out. But you know, downside to anything, I guess.
So, got some paintbrushes. A real thin one and a slightly thinner one.
What does Dan say here?
Another CG says D1 flight, D1 flight. And of course he is referring to the drone pack one. Not decapitated. Dan says, what about lasers for the eyes?
Laser eyes.
Laser eyes. I think lasers is a great idea. I think lasers would be. You wouldn't want to look at it in the eyes too long, would you? Yeah.
It's like Mecha Godzilla.
If you've got, Happy says, if you've got lasers in the eyes, then you can fly in a foggy night because it just burn right through the fog. Very true. Another CG has clarified his thing. He's decapitated one. What? What?
Oh.
What? What? Yeah, I'll bring that so we can see the picture that I'm playing with. Hang on. Like that. No, that's, well, you can kind of see it, yeah.
The
But anyway.
Decapitator 1. What a name.
What a name. There you go, that's the bird that we're looking at the moment. We'll go back to the split screen because we're still testing that. Not that way, it's just bizarre. We'll keep it on that screen because they're keeping an eye on that camera. What do you reckon? How we look?
Yeah, I think so good.
Yeah, you're right, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
The Decapitator 1. What happened to the Decapitator 2?
We didn't make that yet. Just makes us blow up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think I got that pretty much under control for the airbrushing side of things. Oh, yeah, that's all right. Really, the propeller should be almost yellow, really, shouldn't it?
A yellow propeller.
Oh, Dan asked, how'd you get on with the HR hat?
Which one?
Haven't designed that one yet. But it could be fun to do, couldn't it? That's the one that you were suggesting to have it all TPU, right? Like the brim TPU as well as the top part. Yeah, good idea though. Would it be able to fit on that build plate, do you think?
Not on this one.
I guess you could do it in parts and then melt it together.
No! What have I done?
I guess you could also do it just straight on the build plate on the K2. That would probably
But
be
it doesn't. Oh, you'd have to mount it on the side. We're
Yeah,
talking,
yeah,
we're
but
talking
no-
about the logistics of the machine.
But no, but you wouldn't have to necessarily do it in TPU.
No, no.
You could do it like, I don't know, PLA or something.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Good idea, Dan. Abby says, laser eyes, copper jetpack, all results of the late night stream. Awesome. And Dan says, no, the hats you're wearing now. Oh, okay. Where do I get one?
Oh.
Oh,
I mean,
we just made them up.
We can make them.
The logo.
The logo's 3D printed, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'll show you.
Bring it closer for you.
I guess we can make them if people want them.
Yeah. YouTube hasn't unlocked that ability yet to be able to send it out, but I'm sure we'll be able to work out some other ways with it. It's like levels, right? Like level 1, level 2.
But that's what it looks like. Oh. So yeah, I think this particular one's hang on, I think it's a glow-in-the-dark filament.
Is that logo available on our Patreon page to download? I think so.
No, I don't think not this particular one.
Oh, okay.
I think it might be the other.
Oh, sure. Don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. One of them was.
Where's my seat? You've stolen it.
Oh, sorry. You can. Oh, you can.
He said nice.
And then maybe, I guess, if the logo was on there, then I guess Dan could download it that way. That might be an option.
Yeah. And then,
Well-
then you can send us the photo of what you look like with your H&R racing hat.
It sounds pretty cool.
I know that we do have
Some files in.
we do have some files on our Patreon page. Not too many.
There's some.
One of them might be
Might be.
this logo. Either there's a couple of differences. I can have a look at the one that I think it might be, which is a slightly more complicated one, I think.
Oh, sorry, man, you what?
Yeah.
This one, this particular hat was, so we had it, glow in the dark was the main one.
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
I'm just doing the iris. Just a bit of blue in there.
Oh,
You like?
I think it's this one. I think this is the one that you can get. It's a slightly more detailed one. I think that's the one that it's available.
Oh,
for
that's the one on a chest, did you?
Oh, right. Yeah, I should have seen that to know. I think this one's the one for download on our Patreon page, which is. So we can take that. So it would be like that. Like that. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. There you go. Be like that.
One eye is done. Well, not done, but needs a bit of black in it. But yeah, we got one blue part anyway.
Come through.
So, you're good?
Yeah. I think it's that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. Yeah.
Pretty close to the other one though. Good question, though.
Yeah, maybe YouTube could update that for us, and then do that part.
Heavy says, are you required to wear a glow-in-the-dark hat if you fly the jetpack at night? Good question. Valid question. I would say absolutely.
100%.
100% requirement.
At all.
At all costs.
What about a helmet? What about a helmet? No, gotta look cool.
No,
Gotta look cool.
Look the part.
Gotta look cool.
Oh, my eyes. Oh.
I can't see. I should have put goggles on.
Why didn't I wear goggles? That was a stupid idea.
What about safety helmet? No. Gotta look the part.
So Harry's putting the blue in. Hope you can see what he's doing. I can bring a camera. Oh, I better leave it.
Camera's been silly, so just let it be.
Yeah. So you're adding the blue just with a little brush here?
Yeah, just with the brush.
Yeah. And yeah, all good. But it was good to get back onto the drone pack. It was cool, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, we just got to edit it now, so we'll be in editing mode after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course that was the episode coming up. Well,
Coming up?
It was meant to be.
Already up.
It was meant to be already up.
And then.
But it'll be up when it's ready. When to look the part, right?
Yeah.
You got to be proud of the work you put out. Otherwise, I rushed it. Oh no, it looks terrible. No. We'll let you know when it's all ready to go up.
And yeah, we did many hours on that project. Yeah. Oh, we always do.
What's the bits that this thing will fly first try? Think it's pretty high? Eh? Hey, what do you guys reckon? You reckon it's pretty high probability it will go on the first throw?
Yeah, why not?
Why not, right? I mean,
good enough on that one?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good enough. Good enough, near enough.
I mean, it's got eyes on it now. It's painted, so it has to fly, right? It's like a requirement.
It's like supposed to be, man. Black. Take black on it, and then we'll do a bit of beat black, and then we'll get into it. Happy says 100% it'll fly good. Oh, cheers, man. Liking that brush. Which one is that one on it? What's that one on?
Face.
Oh.
Can put a stop on it. Sure.
No. So I haven't done the tick yet. Okay, so putting some bit of black in there. Did you want to do this, Richard, or you want me to do it?
You can do it. You say you're doing it right. You need to use a cloth. Use it. Yeah, so we're gonna do some tuning for this, don't we?
A little bit of tuning, not too much.
It claims in the little manual that came with it that that you do a weird thing with mix. So you also, I guess it's kind of like an L1 plane as well. So you got your right, left with the L1 flaps, right, left, and then for the elevator is also mixed into the L1. If that makes sense. There's a little bit of up, maybe like 20% or something like that, isn't it? It's in there, so hopefully we can do that. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching in. Yeah. So at the moment, if you're just joining us, we are working on the RC Eagle. It's the YouTube live stream series that we've been doing. And we're just doing the last final parts before flight. And yeah, we're streaming on our YouTube channel. And I think at the moment we're also on Facebook as well for an additional feature. It's kind of almost got like black going along with the beak, isn't it? Little nose and everything. Nostrils. Yeah. So yeah. Sweet. And how's everything coming through, guys? You are able to see us and hear us well, hopefully. Give us a thumbs up so we know it's all doing what it's meant to be doing. Nice. Sitting around the outside with the black. We're even doing the middle of it. I'm not doing around the outside. Do around the outside. Guess you could leave that little bit of white in there too. I am. Done. Nice. 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bring it up on the screen in a second. And just finish this little eye section.
Yeah. Looks pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice. As you see, it's 100% working. Awesome. Thanks, man. And I saw on your channel you're doing some a little bit on what was it, helicopter stuff at the field, or you're filming someone? They were having a good flight. They were a helicopter.
Side?
You can show them.
Yeah, show the eyes, and then we'll work on the beak.
The beak
The
and the
beak,
nose.
man. The beak and the nose.
You probably do it with black, wouldn't you?
Oh, I will. I will do it with that.
Can't live that. Can't do it. I'll come over here out of the way and come back in.
Go back in, and then go out.
Periodically.
Yeah, that camera always seems to be moving and jittering a bit.
I don't know.
Yeah. There you go.
You are here to discover the deepest truth
Yep.
about
Yep.
yourself.
What it says, will you do the 3D printed ostrich next? Oh yeah, it's definitely on the to-do list. Man, that'd be a massive bird to make, for sure. See if that camera comes in. can see that, eh?
Yeah. Even to do with focus, almost.
Could be, yeah.
Happy says, yeah, it's been a bit crazy lately, but still posting videos from the heli event. Yep. And another event soon. Oh, well, there you go. So,
Nice.
that's what we like to see.
Did you want to carry on, or do you?
You can carry on. Looks like you maybe put some noses and nostrils at the top.
What about here?
Looks like he's got them kind of like, yeah, like on that slit part.
This bit here?
Yeah, on my side, isn't it? I know. You're right. It's on that bottom side.
There, right?
Yeah. Can't really go back. Impressive eyes, he says. So there you go. So there you can see what's going on.
It's right.
Yeah, it's kind of like a hole almost, isn't it?
It is.
Right.
Technically, nothing in black has, nothing in real life really has black, but it's a painting, so
Semantics, right?
semantics.
Tough. You know, on the little hatches on the side there, does it have like little windows to cover those up on the wings?
Do you think so?
No, just sits there in the breeze.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would it?
Why would it?
Right. And are you going to do his feet, or are you just going to say he doesn't need them? He might not need feet, really.
Don't think he does.
No.
Can we rotate him a little bit so I can do the next and front side? Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so we're making some headway. Putting his mouth in there.
Good thing is that, do you think I should go around the edge, is it?
Still cool. Still cool. Oh, Marcel Off Axis is joining us. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Hang on. There. But I did that there. You couldn't see my face.
You can't remember if the eagle test show while flying.
Can't remember if eagle feet show while flying.
Oh. Why do they take them right out of the way?
Well, aerodynamics. What do you reckon? Should I go around with black, but then that might be a bit cartoony?
Do like that.
I think it might be a bit cartoony if I did it.
Might be right, just as is.
Yeah, okay. Do like that. Anything else? Need to add?
No,
I'll bring it up to the camera so you can see. Hopefully, there you go. Hopefully it's coming through on the camera.
Okay, so is that the painting done, is it?
Maybe.
Because then we could work on, like, say, where the battery placement is.
Battery? What do you guys reckon? Feet. Do we bother with the feet? I'm going to say it's got no feet.
No feet. Man.
No feet, man. What do you reckon?
You're cool.
Yeah, probably leave it there, do you think? And then go and work on the battery placement.
Alrighty.
Yeah. There you go. Happy says, wow. Cheers, man. So, okay, so we're going to reset.
Which one do we reset?
Shit.
Hey? Which part are we doing now?
I guess we'll put the battery in, I suppose.
Okay, so...
Work out that CG point.
Center of gravity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe give it a little motor test and those sorts of things.
Oh, yeah.
Do we need to clean this now? Or can we do that later? Do we have the transmitter here? I'll have a look. It's a big one, right? Yeah. I gotta have a look for the battery. Looks like it's raining outside at the moment, guys. Oh, yeah. Well, we're indoors, so that's okay. Off-axis says the plane is gonna get a bird fight. Get into a bird fight with a real eagle in no time. And he also says, did you see the new Team Black Sheep video of their plane taken by an eagle and on top of a mountain? Oh, did we see that one? I didn't see it. I haven't seen that one, no. Did he really go to town on him, did he? Shredder. Shredder. Yeah, they don't tend to like being attacked, do they really? That sound, right? Could be construed as like a challenge, I guess, from a predator's point of view. The whine of the motor. Very cool. It wouldn't take much to upset them. Very cool there. I'll see if I can find a battery, Richard. Oh, you got the transmitter? Yeah, it's beside you. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's lucky. It's, from memory, it was a 3S, right? I think so. It might be in that big bag. Just checking the battery. 12.5 says they hiked it and got it back. Oh, okay, right. After the head-on collision or fight, I guess it's a air-to-air battle. 12.5, Richard. What do you reckon? 12.5 for 11.1. Yeah, it'll be right. That'll be right for the little test. Yeah, no, that's I guess it is what happens when they go sort of head to head, isn't it? Then someone has to win. Happy says was probably a government train eagle, and they always hated it on. They always hated on Trappy. Yeah, that's right. Number 33551. Have a great stream. He says can't stay long. Lots of work all week. Making okay. Yeah, cool, man. Well, thanks very much for joining in, nonetheless. Cheers, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and we're going to be looking at the motor, putting the battery in, I think. Oh. What do you reckon, Richard? What do you reckon? Oh yeah, you got the... First we need that. Which bit are you doing now? Well, we can get the battery straps. What do you reckon? Hey? We can melt the battery straps and those sorts of things. Oh yeah, okay. And work out where the battery should sit. Or yeah. I'll go and find a battery strap. All right. Now, where did I put that? I put it over here, didn't I? I'm just cleaning up the airbrush before I put it away. And at the moment, very shortly, we're going to be jumping into putting into the electronics. Well, finish off the electronics, I guess. Tie them in properly. Where did I put it? Maybe that might be good enough, doesn't it? Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, just something. Something to do the job, right? Yeah. And just hit my head on the speedball, Richard. Clunk, clunk. What was that all the time? There's lots of cables everywhere. Okay, managed to find a battery strap. There you go. Cool. Where does it say in the thing? Is that there temporarily? Yeah, it's okay. Just leave it there. Take that out of the way too. Alright. Either way, we're making progress, guys. Nice. And this is what it looks like from the front without the masking tape in the way. So you can see the hobby wing motor in there.
It's in there.
There it is. In the front there. Should be good to go, as they say. What else do we need? Do we need this thing underneath anymore? We don't
What?
really need this anymore.
Which
Do we?
one?
This thing in the way.
Yeah, take it.
We don't really need the paint guard thing. It was quite useful though. Alright. There you go, that's a bit tidier. Nice, nice. What about that fella? Alright.
Continue joining our YouTube channel.
Okay, so what else we need to do? Take off some of this insulation tape. One there. I don't think it comes with anything. Any other prints that haven't done? Yep, that's clear. That means the servos are clear. That's good. Happy says, have you guys ever thought about a solar powered glider? Always fascinating, interesting. Interesting.
Certainly thought about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now.
No, but yeah, mate.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. The interesting part would be to get the module that does the transfers the solar power energy into the battery. Yeah.
And to get that efficiency right.
Wouldn't be very good on a day like this, though, would it? It's not very sunny outside, so it wouldn't be very good at getting those.
You'd really have to do it on like a day where it's like super sunny, like week.
Yeah, you never see them do an endurance test like that sort of thing in the middle of the winter, do you? This is my infinity plane, and they did it in the middle of winter. And RCG says using expanding foam TPU. That's an interesting idea.
Interesting. Do you mean like a TPU print, like a mold in TPU, and then expanding foam into it?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Is that what you mean? Yeah, another CG. Let us know.
Interesting idea though.
Either way, both ideas are great.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Very cool.
Grab that transmitter.
Yeah, it's just there. I can get it. I get it. Hey, how'd you get past it?
With ease.
With ease.
Can you tell?
Does it say anything else in the manual?
Do we have a menu?
Is there a manual that comes with this? Yeah. I don't know. What does it say?
I think we left the manual long behind.
We did modify a lot from the original one, for sure. What's that one say up there?
Oh, he's just talking.
Oh, nice.
It's all the rage right now.
To paint the body. It's all
No,
about
to print the body.
NTPU. Bouncy. I guess the good thing about that is that
It would never break. Ever.
well, if it did break, it's not such a big deal.
No, how would it break?
Spoon.
Interesting. Cool idea though.
TPU body. Happy says print the bird, print the manual. Well, technically you're right there. I did print this out. So it expects 5 minutes of flight on the side. That's if you had the propeller going the whole time.
I guess the good thing about like what would be the pros of using TPU? One, it can never break. Like literally never, ever break. What else could it do? It would you wouldn't be able to paint it per se. Oh, you could, but it would flake off after a while. But I guess you could. It would be a little wobbly. Right?
Yeah.
Like it,
Yeah, you see.
but you'd see. I guess if you had a whole lot of like rigid like struts in it, you'd be right.
yeah.
You know, like if you had like a whole lot of arm struts or whatever, that could be alright.
Interesting. Interesting idea there in OCG.
Which crowd are currently doing that? Because it could be interesting to see. Do you know another CG? Which crowd come to mind that they've done that?
Yeah, we can see what they've done right and what they've done wrong.
Yeah. Would have you suggest would it be too heavy? It certainly would be if you were doing it in incorrect infill. That would be a big RKT on that one. But also the wobbliness. Because otherwise you'd be like, oh, wobble. You throw the plane like, I mean, if you had that thing that you're talking about one of the earlier streams about like an orthocopter, that you could do that in TVU. The whole wing just go like flat. But man, it'd be a heavy orthocopter. Those things are like.
Yeah, you generally speaking, they're pretty much the pretty lightweight.
You'd probably have to do like a hybrid, right, with the propeller and the flapping.
We've labelled this 6S. That can't be right. Can you get another label? It's not 6S. There's no way. It's 3S.
Oh yeah. There's no way.
It says 3 to 4 on the ESC.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Maybe we used it from a different one.
3.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you wanted it for something else. Okay, so where's the idea of where you put
Well,
stuff?
on their diagram, they say up the top, up here.
Very non-specific.
Yeah. So what are we going to do on top of that?
We're gonna sling it on the top. Interesting.
Their one might have had a shelf that went into here, into the head a little bit. What size? What? Yeah. What was it interesting? The full. What size battery did they suggest?
It's not what they suggest, Harry. It's what can we provide.
What can we do?
What do we have
What do we have that
that may or may not do it?
1,000 to 2,200?
Okay, so that's within that range. 130.
Happy days.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, let's see if the CG is correct.
Thanks for the likes, guys. Remember, at the moment we are streaming on YouTube and TikTok. If
You want to see the
you
split
want to see
screen?
the full experience, head over to YouTube. It's happening right now. Okay, so I guess just place it there, and we'll just do a basic test. Put the propeller on as well, otherwise it would suffer like it.
Good call.
Good call. Is that actually spinning correctly without whacking anything?
Yeah, it's fine.
Go check these things.
Yeah, you don't know.
How could we improve it? You mean the TPU or this particular aircraft? We've improved it quite a bit, to be honest.
It's pretty much not the same thing. It's only the same.
You know,
The only thing that's kind of the same.
it's the outer shell at this point.
Yeah. There you go. Propeller going on. If you can see what it does.
Yeah. Must be out there.
Right, cheers for the lights, guys. Yeah. And yeah. Okay, so we've got what size propeller is that? 10 inch. 10 by 4 inch.
10 by 4.
10 by 4. That's quite a slow fly, isn't he? Yeah. Well, what did they say?
What do they know, eh?
It says 11, 10, 10 by 5.
All of the above, eh?
Good enough. Good enough's near enough. That's what we always say.
Never mind what they recommend. It's how can we improve it? Ah, there we go.
So
What we'll do is we'll put it like Dan said. We'll put a rocket motor in it. All right, never move.
There you go. So where does the weight say it is at the moment?
Looks like it's tail heavy.
Yeah, tail heavy.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's what we want to hear. It's what the girls want. Tail heavy. Sorry, kid.
that joke. Yes. Okay, so that's the CG point there. And where's my fingers?
Hey.
How close is it to the actual thing?
Yeah.
Maybe
Way off.
like
Way off. Like half an inch.
half an inch.
So we've got some weight to go. Interesting.
Could we add another battery in just for weight?
Why on earth would anybody do that? That's terrible.
Terrible advice.
Okay, lead. We're gonna need some weight. I don't want to put on the outside because we that makes no sense, bro. Okay, will we add a bolt? Hey, what kind of lead do we want? Actual lead? Because I've got some.
We got lead, right?
Okay, beep beep. All right, let's go get some lead. Lead.
Bit of weight. We probably don't need that much, really. What about
Yep.
some coins? There's some heavy coins in there. Some old coins that nobody uses. We'll try that. The original way that they designed it was to have the battery up there, but we can't do that because we had to mount the battery. I had to mount the motor in a certain way so that cavities fill up.
Okay, I got some lead. There you go. But anyway, that's how it is.
Can you get past?
Yep.
Might need a fish in its beak.
Oh, that's a good idea. Add a bit of weight at the front.
That's
Actually, quite a good idea.
Or maybe just.
You might be able to get it. You never know. Okay, so I got a sinker.
Oh, crikey.
Let's try that. FPV camera on his head is what Dan suggests.
It's a great idea.
Because every Eagle has an FPV camera on his head. It's not a bad idea, actually. It's a pretty good idea. Do we have an FPV camera? Because that may be actually needed if you guys want to see what's happening on board, which I'm sure you do when it's supposedly flying.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just trying to get this closer.
Thanks very much for the eye view, bird's eye view. Yeah, literally and figuratively. Nice. Very creative.
You know, there's an antenna wire there. What? That's half the.
Who would put that there?
I don't know. I didn't do it. Richard.
What do you guys do? Do you put your antennas on the outside of the aircraft, or do you just shove them in there and hope for the best?
We normally put them on the outside.
We spend a lot of time making sure they're on the outside of the aircraft. When you used to use crystal radios, you would end up slinging the whole antennae all the way and then dangling it out the back of the aircraft. Yep.
Yeah. And then what
And then it would dangle on the ground, in fact. So it'd be dragging on the ground.
And then what range would you get? Not so much.
You mean just in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just meaning to-
How you going?
Oh, hang on. Which one do you think the CG is? Which one is it? Do you think it's the line or the circle?
I don't know. Interesting idea there.
Cut them off to make it look clean.
What,
The battery.
the eyes? Cut the battery off.
Let's have a look. Hang on.
I think we've gone past what value there.
Yeah, we have.
No value at all. But thanks very much for everyone for joining in. And if you're just joining the stream, we are in the workshop working on the RC Eagle. And it's a 3D printed plane, and we've been airbrushing it, finishing it off, and we're at the moment attempting to work on the CG or center of gravity so it can be balanced in the air. That's the idea anyway. And thanks very much for all the people sending the likes in. And yeah, if you'd like to, feel free. Just jam that like button. Like.
10 million.
10 million hearts are just going up.
Yeah, so it's a little bit tail heavy at the moment.
Is it true on YouTube if you hit the like button and then you hit it again, it goes unlike? No.
I'm not sure. What happens?
I think it's just it only counts once. So you have to send like a whole lot of thumbs up, like thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Okay.
As an emoticon. I think it's how it works.
The receiver did it, just dropped it off.
Shut it off.
Okay, so there you go.
Don't do that, people. I've seen people do it.
Doesn't end well.
That doesn't go well for those
Planes out there.
And what was the last aircraft you were flying there, Happy? Can you, it probably wasn't all that long ago, but what was the last?
What was the last one that we were
What was the
flying?
last one that we were flying? Another CG says it decreases it. Yes. Yep. Yep. Sometimes indefinitely. To the point where it doesn't work.
Which way around do you want to mount this bird, Richard?
Another CG says watch 5, go for 4 now.
What do you reckon? Put it there, kind of thing.
Yep. Yep.
And we'll just put some. Hey, what's that like? I mean, is it where it's supposed to be?
Does it say on the book?
Yeah, it's just that line.
Cool.
That is terrible.
Maybe you can marry that with a bit of weight there.
Put a whole sinker in. There you go.
I remember one time we just hot glued it in.
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Now it's again.
Crikey, that's
Did
a
it
bit.
literally do anything?
Hey?
Did it do anything?
Well, it added weight, but it didn't do much.
Happy says earlier today he flew a couple of helicopters and ran an RC boat, and it was work. It was a work day. It stuck some toys along.
Nice, dude.
Very cool. I remember I used to work at a particular place, and I would bring my. I was learning to play the guitar at the time, so I in my lunch break I would play the guitar. So I'd take my acoustic guitar with me. And of course, the result was you ended up playing the guitar quite well.
What's this one? This is a big one.
You can't put that in the plane, surely not.
I hope not. It's way
That's
too
huge amount of weight. I mean, that's so heavy that the plane might not even be able to lift it.
Do something else. What else we got?
Literally a lumber wing. Please.
I like these ones. This is better.
I think you can hot glue them in later as well. And like Dan was saying, maybe you could put like an FPV camera in it as well. That would add a bit more weight, a bit more. We would just stick it right on his head at the top. Probably would, like here kind of thing. Yeah. It'd be very modern.
A modern bird.
Modern bird. He's very got lots of tech available to us. Because every Eagle has a FPV camera on board.
Try that.
So what kind of guitar do you have? I've got a couple of guitars. Acoustic guitar, I think it's a
getting closer.
Takamine, I think it is Takamine. And I've got a couple of
Crikey.
LTD, I think they're called. Electric guitars as well. Yeah. I think a Jackson as well. It's with a whammy bar, I think.
Yeah.
It have a whammy pedal, but it didn't quite work as well as it should have done. It never sort of reset to 0. Did you put all that weight in? Did it still tell you?
Yeah, still tell me. So what you want to hear?
Yeah. You're one fat bird.
Still tell you. But he's closer. He's like there. It's closer. Definitely closer.
Yeah, like heckulated down. Don't do that. Oh, and a bass guitar as well. I forgot that. Which is Yamaha, I think. Another CG says one held together by strings. Yeah.
Oh, crikey. How much weight does it want?
It's gonna be really heavy.
It's getting pretty heavy.
Go away. Go away. How big is it? Good.
No, that's what it needs.
That's what it needs. You can just eat that. I can cut some lead out.
Or
Have you ever tried a 12-string guitar? Sure. Yep. They're quite cool though. Very weird, very strange with the 2 strings on each string, which is I think it's an octave, isn't it? I think they do it just for a better sound as well. More fuller sound, I think.
I guess it's hitting towards a bit more like a piano.
Yeah.
We get that full sound.
Good God, you put that big piece in.
Solid brick.
You're gonna fly with that?
That's what it says.
That's what the doctor prescribed. So if you want to know why it's heavy, it's because he's adding a whole lot of weight.
We might have to bend one side down, but yeah. Effectively, I'm putting that in it as well as the battery.
Interesting. Yeah, you're right. There's different ways of tuning it. Quite a lot of people do like tune it down to a flat and things like that, or drop the D. I think his good friend Danny, he always drops the D, the top string, which was originally an E string. So it kind of makes it kind of like a dark sound on it.
What do you reckon?
Good. Yeah, just chuck it all in there. Yeah, including the battery.
That's what it wants.
Yep. Do you guys play as well, a guitar or piano, or I think everybody should do a little bit of some kind of musical instrument at some point.
As long as it's not the recorder.
Yeah, hate that.
And technically, wouldn't it even argue the recorder's an instrument?
No, flute is, that's cool, but not recorder, that's rubbish. Sorry all the people that like recorders, but you know, yeah, tough. Another CG says, is it cold in New Zealand? We're burning up in the West Coast. Okay, well, it is cold, okay?
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer.
It's not snowing or anything like that, but you know, we're not used to that here in New Zealand, right?
We're used to the sun, and
only the sun. Basically, anytime the sun decides to go to the other side of the world, it's freezing for us. Anybody else would probably just take their jumper off. Oh man, it's a little cold, little cold today. Here in New Zealand, we're like, oh my God, it's freezing.
Yeah, okay, so that's kind of it.
I play the radio. Yeah, it's the good thing about that one is you never ever miss a beat.
Exactly.
You never tone wrong.
Do you guys get snow? Yes, in New Zealand we do. We personally don't where we are. Yeah, we get a frost.
Mainly around to like the South Island and sort of around Central Plateau, which is kind of around Taupo, that kind of area. Mount Ruapehu, obviously.
Yeah, the closest up here would be maybe go to Snow Planet, and they have an indoor freezer where people go skiing there.
Yeah, awesome place. Have you guys ever been to an indoor ski field? Haven't been for a while.
No, we haven't been for a while. Warm and summery here in Ontario, Canada. Yeah, nice, sweet.
Awesome.
Enjoy it, brother. Happy says, I do play a few instruments, and same with This is happy. Oh yes, nice, very good. Yeah, no, it's always good to be creative. Yeah, good stuff. What do you want to do next? Do you want to? So we kind of worked out kind of what the weight is. If it's only this much.
What, you put the whole lot in?
We just need a little bit more lead in that one.
So what, you need hot glue in? I don't think we have any hot glue here.
No, that's okay. But we can put like a little bit more lead in the top there. This one's a little bit kind of the wrong shape. We can cut off a little bit more lead, which and then we've got a pair of pliers or something over there.
Yep.
Happen to have a
Happy
bit
says
more-
I was going to suggest building a 3D printed snow ski or a skidoo.
Yeah.
Very cool idea.
Cool idea. Yeah. So maybe if we went down to place, we
Hacksaw? Are you going to cut some of that?
It's just going to be clippers. Use it as a side clippers. Yeah, that's a cool idea, dude. 3D printed jet ski, says Dan. Yeah, that's a great idea. Was it New Zealand that made the jet ski? The jet part of it, or the jet motor?
I think they also did the dolphin thing as well. But that's
Yeah.
a more modern day term.
More modern day thing where you go under the water, as well as on the surface. And they kind of dressed it up like a dolphin or
Great ideas though, by the way. Great
Yeah.
ideas. Thanks for the sharing.
3D printed jet ski. You can drive it direct from the drive to some sort of gearbox. Yeah. I'm sure would you be able to find a gearbox for like a jet? Probably something might sell it. Otherwise, you just make your own. Happy says she's very good on the violin and piano. Not epic. I play the guitars and the audio harps sometimes.
Wow, okay.
Sweet. Very cool, man.
Well done.
Nice. Very creative. Very musical family.
That is cool.
That is cool.
What do you want to...
Richard plays the guitars. I play the piano and the drums is what I play. Yeah. Dave says, I'm thinking I might make the classic RC boat that looks like a big shark fin. Oh, no, that's okay. It's just Dan. It's okay.
It's okay, don't worry, people.
Yeah, do it. You can post. As they say, FTJ, you gotta get that up. I like to see that video. Happy suggests jet ski would be sweet. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Sizing would be direct from shaft drive, just like the sub skimmer is just off camera. Yeah, drive to that, and then from there to a sort of jet box. Yeah, yeah, sounds cool.
Great ideas, guys.
Great idea, guys. Maybe we'll wait till when it comes back to summer for us. Oh man, it's cold out here. Up to your neck, and I guess we could just wear wetsuits. I guess that's what people do.
Yeah, brave people.
Scare all the swimmers away. And then just gotta have that music going. Happy says, I saw a 3D printed duck with brushless motors and it looked cool. Yeah.
Do you want me to fold it all up?
Yeah, no. Just chop off a piece.
Or do you want me to fold it though? It might be the same weight.
We've got the scales here?
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe we'll do it properly. We never do it this way.
Okay, I'll go get the batteries. I'll leave my microphone here.
Yeah. I saw 3D printed. Yeah. No, it's cool. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna put this on, and we're gonna fire up the motors. That's what we're gonna do next. I have no idea. I've even looked at it. Yeah, we're okay. Yep. And let's see. G says RC cat or dog draws no suspicion. What do you think about that, Richard? Oh, no, it's just a cat. Never mind. It'll just smack it all. He's fine. It's a dog. What is Spot? Spot is from Boston Dynamics, I think. Yeah, he's kind of like a dog thing. Yeah, but he's kind of yellow, so he kind of. Oh, I think they might have different colours for him, but the original one was kind of like a yellow sort of design, so he'd kind of draw a bit of suspicion. Again, I don't know about that dog. He looks a bit different. It needs the hair on it, doesn't it? the dog fur. Sorry, not here. Dog here. No, dog here. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Or from a cat. Yeah, that would make it less suspicious. I guess if you put like some sort of like technical, like a LiDAR mapping system or something on his back, you go, what's up with that cat? Pretty weird looking cat. Oh, spot the dog. And as CG says, give it fur and make it smooth and good kitty. Meow, meow. Nice.
Okay, so how much weight are you going to add to this? You guys see that? You see here?
I think they might be able to see it from the light.
Can you guys see this? Or is it too far away?
They might be able to see it. Just give us a heart or a thumbs up, or what's the equivalent on YouTube?
Like just right? No, I can't see it. It's real kind of analog, right?
But yes. Anyway, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. We appreciate you all.
And at the moment, we're just trying to work out a way of adding weight to it, so it is
As far forward as we can get.
as far forward as we can get. So it's going to be more or less okay for its first flight.
Hopefully more than less.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully you can see it. Okay, this is something of the equivalent. Which
This one.
what's this one? What's that?
Oh, so
sorry.
just drop it on there.
Didn't mean to.
251 grams. Is this one? Is it all this?
Could be.
361 grams. There's a bit of a difference there.
Try again here. Let's put this over here.
100 grams difference.
Yeah, for sure.
What did it say?
Yeah, but I can't get this one quite in there.
Dan says, isn't that walrus going viral in New Zealand? Probably. There's always something going viral. Is it like a little clip? Is it? Does he attack someone? Haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't get that, remember?
No, we didn't get that one. But oh, we talk about a person.
Yeah.
Sometimes
There's people with a chopper look.
Yeah, the walrus look. Sometimes people refer to it like that. That's what could be Dan is getting at. Oh, it's pretty similar to that, Richard. That way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heavy says, got an early morning, so I better jump.
Hey, that's all good, man.
Listen to it until I drift off to sleep. A great stream, and the Eagle's looking closer to flying. Yep, and catch you later, everyone. Okay. Have a great
night.
have a great night, and thanks very much for tuning in. Happy? Awesome.
Yeah, cheers, brother.
Have a great weekend.
And have a great one, which is Saturday tomorrow for us.
361. 360.
Eh?
360. And what about that piece? Not on top of it. That makes no sense. 566.
Okay, so we've got something to play with then. So if we
Okay.
chop off,
Half?
yeah, we can start at a half, because technically we'd be able to get it in the cavity a bit better if we start folding it with a hammer.
I was thinking of Neil the seal.
Neil.
Neil in Tasmania. Okay, yeah.
Don't know him personally. Do we know a Neil in person?
I knew a guy, an eel called Neil.
Oh, yeah. An eel.
Neil the eel.
Neil the eel. But he wasn't from Tasmania. He was more of a local eel. Yeah. But yes. Or as what do they call them? They didn't call them eels. They call them tuna, which doesn't make any sense, but that's just what it's called.
It's an eagle.
Eel. We don't have snakes, but we do have eels. Is it just one type of eel, or is it a few? I'm not really sure about the wildlife of the eel. And we're just cutting off a bit of lead here. Yeah, so it's pop that on the scales. What's that say?
3 something? 391. Okay, what was your one? 3 something.
Chop it in.
361. Okay, so we go a little bit down. But so yeah, so this is actual lead, guys. I can bend it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is that one okay?
should be.
Should be it's done.
Oh, you want to turn it on?
What are we going to do? Are we going to put the battery just in just there kind of thing? The best we can.
How much was it? 3, 2. If I took that off, would that be?
Yeah, it might be too much, but it's okay.
I should take off a sliver.
Take it slow. We can always add it back on.
Take off a little bit.
Do we know a Neil? No, I don't think so.
Have we ever worked with a Neil? I don't remember a Neil.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember. But yeah.
It's a boatload of lead.
Yeah, it's a lot of lead. I'm surprised. I wouldn't have thought this Eagle would need all that. I mean, the motor itself takes up its whole head. The camera's in that beak. Yeah. So yeah. Just that. Crikey, that's a lot of lead.
Turn this one off. Okay, thanks very much everyone for joining in, and continue the live stream over on our YouTube channel. Thanks very much.
345, Richard. $361. Yeah, close enough. But now, you can always add some more in a bit. What did I say? 341. I think that's what I said. Man, that's a lot of lead. Yes, you're right there. Okay, see what it does.
So it's a little less, you mean?
Hey,
Was it a little less or more?
a little less. Yeah.
Turn this off. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Looking good, guys, said Mike. Thanks for joining us there. Mike from What the Frop?
Yeah, cheers, man.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for tuning in. We've been
Awesome,
doing a
dude.
bit. I'll bring it over so you can see what the eyes are looking like now. We're just adding some weight at the moment. And just like any bird, they will have come with propellers on the nose.
That's pretty standard for
That's
all
pretty
living birds.
All
And then when they're going forward, they go. Yeah, stock standard for every
Stock.
living animal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you chuck them. Go bird. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Start molding it? What do you reckon? Just hit it until it fits. What do you reckon? Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good enough. With a Shelby right attitude, what could go wrong? That's what I always say. When in doubt, hit it. Oh no, man!
What was I thinking?
What was I thinking? Why did I do that? All right, I'll put that there, and maybe we'll start folding this in half. I think the camera can see me over here on the vise. Can see me over here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you
so,
were.
yeah. Okay, so if you're just joining the stream, we're working on the RC Eagle, and Harry's currently working on the weight to get the center of gravity correct.
It's we're only adding a little tiny touch of weight.
How much we're adding? Like 300 and...
That's what it
like
says.
another CG said, a boatload of weight. We're adding something along the lines of 361 grams.
340, I think.
Change there. So if we're in, I don't see how milliliters is relevant. No. 360 grams. So yeah, not for the faint-hearted.
But that's what
That's what the doctor prescribed. You're gonna put all that in there, eh?
apparently.
Good.
Crikey.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. So
Not the most we've ever added
what's the most we've ever added to a plane?
to a plane.
Ooh.
Let's
I was trying to think of the heaviest plane that we ever did. Oh, no.
It's quite a few over the years. But this is pretty standard. This is get a heck load of lead and whack it.
Yeah, so that's the good thing about having a strip of letters. You can just do what Harry's doing in the background there, which is just whack it with a hammer.
What, is there anything like any scientific way of saying that? Not really. Hopefully,
whack it with
Mike
a
had a great day at work today.
Yeah, Did you have a good day at work there, Mike? Hope you did. And thanks for joining in.
Yeah.
You just folded it, eh?
That was my plan. I was just trying to make it.
Okay, okay.
And yeah.
How do you, does it have any like little things to cover up those hatches? Hey, does it have anything to cover up those hatches?
What hedges?
You know, the hatches over there.
I haven't seen any.
Have a look to see if we printed anything out.
I looked before, I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, it probably just didn't. No. Why would there be, eh?
Eh?
Why would anyone want that? You know? I'm just taking the compressor away. Not needed now.
Yeah, I think we've done kind of the detailing.
So yeah, so I think the paint's all done. And Mike says lots of stuff. Lots of stuff broke. What do you mean? Which is why I joined late, but my weekend is. Oh no, that's no good.
Oh, that's not good at all. Hopefully, it's not a bad thing.
Hopefully it can be fixed. How about
Yeah,
that?
hopefully it can be fixed. And thanks very much for tuning in.
Yeah. Yes, yo.
Half more.
Fold it.
Yeah, fold it again. Okay.
Yeah, that's no good there, Mike.
Yeah, no, it's not good at all.
Hopefully it can be fixed or salvaged at least.
You can see us over here in the corner. Yeah. Look at it.
Interesting. Interesting. So your plan is to to shovel that in there, yeah?
That was my plan, yeah.
All right. It's a simple plan.
Solid, right?
Yeah, simple plan.
Not like the band, right?
Yeah. And what are you going to do with these? I guess a bit of tape would even fix that, wouldn't it?
What's that?
Bit of duct tape or something. Just
What's
hold those cables so they don't dangle in space underneath the aircraft.
Well, that's how all eagles fly into.
Yeah, they always dangle electrical cables. Yeah, all sorted now. Ah, okay, good. It was related to a Microsoft outage. Oh no. That's no good.
That's not good at all.
Well, good thing is you got it sorted, I guess.
Yeah.
I know there was a guy that forgot to turn the internet on.
Was that this year or last year?
Was that this year, Mike? I'm not sure. Some of the other guys might know. Dan might know. When did the guy forget to push the on button for the internet? That was earlier in the year, right? It was this year, right? Sure, it was this year.
Try that. Is it better?
It's hard to actually. It's quite far forward, isn't it?
Surprising. Put the battery in too? The battery, Richard.
Okay.
I was just putting it here.
Yeah.
About there-ish.
Simple, you know, easy to remember. Like, where's the battery set? Oh, just at the front there. I just jam it in.
Jam it in there.
I just jam it in. What do you expect? You know, that's pretty straightforward, you know.
Is there enough lead in that? Crikey, there's more than that.
It's a little tail heavy, Harry.
No! Some of this bird. This is going to be a heavy bird.
Big fatty.
Bad bird. I can put this one. Oh well.
He's on the crease, but he's a little on the downside.
I can try that. There you go, try that.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, that's better.
What'd
you do
Dad
just
says, I'm sorry I didn't hear that. When does what? Was it earlier in the year? There was a guy that forgot to turn
The internet on.
yeah. He didn't run the. Was it this year or last year? I'm not quite sure, but there was a guy that forgot to turn the startup sequence.
What'd you do then?
I just put the little piece in here.
Oh, it made the
To
difference.
make the
by the way.
on button of the internet. So it didn't work around the world at one point. You wouldn't think the World Wide
Simple
Web
on
would work
switch.
with just one guy's switch, but anyway.
Yeah, one guy just forgot it, and everybody said,
Didn't turn on.
yeah, he just thought he'd have a day off. Do we have the 3M? Do we have the 3M?
Yeah. 3M? Yeah, we've got 3M
Three.
over there. Why?
I was just gonna attach these out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Get them out of the way, yo. Where was it? Up here?
Yeah, I think it's up there. Yeah.
Oh my god. Where'd that come from?
Put another
no.
antenna out the back because that's. We could whack that in a different angle. That a bit closer. Oh, look at that, eh? Look at that. Like a glove. No clue. I know not what you speak of.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Maybe it wasn't for the public ears.
Yeah. Maybe it's behind the scenes. Who knows? It's okay. We won't
We'll
talk
point
about it. We
the
won't point the blame. You know.
at one guy. He probably got fired, so you know.
It's all good. But yes, the Eagle is coming along quite well.
I thought you were gonna say the eagle has landed.
Not yet. It hasn't landed or taken off yet, but it is looking sweet and sexy. So that's something. Well, I think so. And yes, and coming up, is it this week or early next week, will be the release of the drone pack. So that is what the next episode is. It was supposed to come out earlier this week. Maybe I was thinking yesterday, but anyway, we're on to the
Or
editing.
tomorrow. It could have come out tomorrow, but
It
it's
could
not.
have come out tomorrow, but since we're doing a live stream, we thought we'd do the live stream. You know, because why not, right? Hang out. Why not? It's cool. And yeah, so that'll be coming up. That'll be the next episode. That's the next one. So we'll be working hard in the fabrication shop. That's where it's at.
And possibly another. What are we going to do? Possibly a flight episode. Possibly a live
Maybe
stream.
a flight live stream, depending on weather. We
May or may. It doesn't look so good.
doesn't look so good out there, but we were planning to do one maybe this weekend. So yeah, otherwise maybe
Really
coming
next
up.
week.
Yeah, who knows? Early next week. But anyway, stay tuned for that, and we'll write it up on the community board to let you guys know what's happening. Otherwise, we just, I guess even if we just
Even
did
if
it
you-
out of the blue,
we'd
it'd
still
be a
put it
nice
up.
surprise. So there you go. And if we didn't do it, well, the weather wasn't that good. So there you go. That's the excuse we're going with. So. And Richard's just putting a bit of 3M on the ESC thingy-mabob, just to keep it in there. And I've fitted the lead, the big huge piece of lead that I put in there. It's in the nose of it now. So pretty much inside his whole head is the motor. And then behind the motor, straight away, behind the mount is the giant piece of lead. And then behind that is a battery. That's what this Eagle runs on.
Well, hopes and dreams.
Yes, definitely. After this, maybe what we could do is run the motors up for the guys.
What do you put on that side, or was that so to go over the top of the?
It's fine. It depends on you.
Is that? Or do you want to go over that side?
You just put it up near the frontish. Right about there. You can
Yeah.
also run this kind of cable like through somewhere it doesn't. We don't go. You know, somewhere like that.
I guess you can put it through there like that in the back.
Up inside the fuselage canal. And
That's a good idea, right? We'll say it is.
we don't know if it is a good idea, but we'll say it is.
We'll say it is. There you go. Look at that.
It's out of the way. Okay. And how are we going to mount this guy? We're going to battery strap it.
Maybe zip tie those out of the way.
Sounds fun. Battery strap. I guess what we could do is we could mount it to the lead rigid with the strap, the battery strap. You know, put the strap around it.
Hey,
You could put a battery strap around the lead when we glue it in.
battery strap.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting idea. Strap to the battery.
Strap to the battery? Why not? Yeah. Yeah. So at the moment we're just working on this part. Okay. I'll just bring it up so they can see what we've been working on, Richard.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise it's just working on it and they can't see it. That's no fun. Just making it a little bit cleaner. Can you bring that light in, Richard?
Yep, I can try.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We're just cleaning it up. You can see the lid where the mouse is. Oh no, they don't even see that. Down the bottom there. Down here is the lid. And we're going to glue that in, which is just mounted the ESC to this side and the receiver to this side. Yeah. It's heavier. I can feel the weight on it. But, you know, that means it's got more chance to fly. It definitely can't fly that well when tow heavy though, so that's where it's at. Alright.
All good?
Yeah, just putting this in here. Used quite a bit of lead, didn't it? Then put these cable ties in. Have you got a needle, Richard?
Yep.
We just might as well reuse these ones. They're not doing anything. But yeah.
What was it you wanted?
A needle, please. A needle or pin or something like that.
Okay. Where would you be hiding? Oh yeah, I got one.
Yep. Thank you kindly.
Alright. Okay, so that's that part done. Okay, so just come and get it. Alright.
Yep. Look at that.
No clue, I know not what you speak.
I used to talk about before.
Alright, yeah. I was gonna say English. I'm speaking English. We're trying to.
Trying the best I
I'm
can.
trying the best I can with what I have.
What languages do you speak? I speak English and sometimes German.
Alright.
How's that second camera going? Is it going?
Yeah, it's all good.
It's still going good. Okay.
Okay, it's behaving itself. I'm sure it's the cable. I'm sure it's just toying with us to make it that much more challenging.
I think you're right. I think it's the cable.
Okay. Okay, so what's the game plan you're doing there?
Yep. You put those in?
I'll put them on to the
Yeah.
cables.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna zip these up, I think.
Yeah, why not?
Well, attempt to anyway.
Whatever we used as lead weight before in a plane. I think we've used wheel nuts, lead,
That's what you got.
Coins.
Yep.
Lots of different things like that.
What you have at the time, eh?
Whatever does the trick.
Yeah, one does the trick.
One does a lot, does it?
Yeah.
All right.
Done. Excellent. Okay, so it's safe and out of the way.
Put these out of the way too.
Alrighty.
We're making headway, guys.
So we're starting to look cleaner now. A bit more tidier, and of course the. What was it? We're going to attach the battery strap or something.
Well, I was thinking about when you glue it in.
Okay.
Glue it to the lid.
Okay, so then the next stage is
Have we got the CG in?
Oh.
Oh, you checked today.
negatory. I was just going to go with optimistic yes.
Where did you put it in? Which way did you put it
The way that fits.
in? Don't commit to anything.
Non-committal.
Like that. Right. Like a glove. Look at that, guys. Perfect.
Well, it'll have to do.
It'll have to do.
Perfect might be a bit of a stretch, but no. It's never perfect.
Definitely near.
Definitely nearly perfect.
Okay, so what else? So we've got the CG done.
We've done the airbrushing to cleaned it up.
Oh, yeah.
We've done his face. It's all looking good.
And I suppose next what we have to do is
Can we do the settings? Is that something we can do?
we could do the settings.
We're going to
before-
test the throttle to make sure that it doesn't cut out when you go full throttle.
That would be embarrassing.
It would be a challenge. But,
Okay,
sometimes they don't come back on once go
Yeah.
full throttle.
Okay, so we'll time this one up, and then we'll put the battery in, and then maybe we'll look at that mixing part. It says here it wants the mixing for a bit of up elevator on the tail for when we go around the corners.
Just making it harder. Interesting.
Yeah. That's what it says. That's what the
That's what the man prescribed.
yeah, that's what the thing says.
Okay, so that's tightened down. Okay, so maybe turn the remote on. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Oh,
There's some picture on it, right?
oh, okay. Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to turn it around so that people can see?
You might have to lift it off the ground, like maybe put it up, sort of up in the air a bit.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Ideally, so that the propeller doesn't strike on it. Yeah.
We don't want to propel it straight. Yeah.
You don't want to maybe flick it around.
Yeah, we'll
We're
turn
gonna
it.
have to look at the back of it anyway.
We don't really mind about the front. That's fine as long as it doesn't hit anything. That's all that matters.
And it doesn't zoom off.
Fly away.
Okay, so how's the propeller? Is it gonna?
Turn that around. Lift it up again. Turn it around the other way. Kick again. All the way around. Kick again. Kick. Is that going to hit the ground? No, we're okay.
Okay, maybe turn that light off. This might be a bit bright. Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
You're right. We're making headway. Look at that.
Okay. Okay, so
Turn the remote on.
we've done the paint. We've done the center of gravity. We've cleaned up the wires, and I think we'll probably just hot glue that weight in at some point. You think?
Which one, sorry?
We'll probably hot glue that in post.
Oh, we
like,
will. We're just trying to find the eagle.
down the bottom. Okay,
Okay.
so we've found the right model, which is always.
We should have put that. Just don't want to put it in the propeller.
Yep, don't do that.
That would be embarrassing. Maybe move it that way a little bit.
And also we have to check to see if the elevator is going to hit on that as
Well, we might have to trim that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can see what we're doing? I think you can. You can?
Yeah. I think the propeller's there, the inside frame. Maybe a little bit that way. Yeah, I think that's about dead center.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. Plug it in. When you're ready, and you hold it. You do the hard stuff, I'll just do the easy stuff.
Yeah. Where's my safety glasses, mate?
Oh, she's alive. Oh,
They're doing what it's meant to be doing.
right, left, right, left.
It does do them quite well, doesn't it?
Okay, does it hit on that? Is that okay?
Well, I'll just move it out of the way because it was
I wasn't sitting on it.
it's hitting the better. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that hitting anything. We're good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay,
And
so
what about these
we don't
guys?
have any rudder strike or anything?
Oops. What was that? Servo came out. Undid it stuff. Hang on. Undo that.
What happened then?
So look.
So close.
So close.
Or just take all the weight out. We don't really need the weight now, do we?
Not at the moment, no. Take it away. Yeah, I just want to come out now. Which is good, but not quite the right time. Hang on. Oh, there you go.
Excellent.
Okay, turn it upside down. See what's going on. Ah, there we go. That's yep. You can see what happened there. The servo fell out. Why would that happen?
Can't have been attached properly.
That would do it.
That would do it.
Okay. Okay, here we go to Phillips screwdriver.
I'm not an expert on these sort of things, but I think if the servo falls out, it's not going to move very well.
I don't think it was on.
Yep, that would also do it. Do you have two screws there, or do they both fall out?
No, 2 screws.
Okay.
Just that's what I was getting at. One didn't actually collect.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that was in. All right. For a second there was movement. Okay, where should we put this stuff?
Is it in now?
I think so.
It's not coming out.
Don't want that again.
Don't want that to come out, man.
No.
No.
Maybe we could tape it in place just like that or so.
What kind of tape?
Just insulation tape.
Insulation or duct tape?
Uh,
Got some duct tape. It's black.
duct tape might do it. Okay. Not sure what happened there.
It's a good idea to test it now, though. You know, like if there's a fault.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Thanks.
Now's the time to.
Find out.
You're gonna have the whole patch, or?
I was just doing that part.
Right. Scissors and so on.
There you go. It's kind of what I was thinking. The way it keeps out of the way of the cable, but does a good job.
Okay.
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 Flip it back over. We'll try again.
Okay.
Not sure what happened there. I think it got it to its maximum binding and then it popped it off. I guess I don't have to go that far. I can limit those servos a bit.
Yes.
Kind of important. We don't really want the servo just dropping off while you're mid-flight. That'd be embarrassing. Let alone a little bit harder to control. Okay. You see happy?
Okay. So is that in the right place now? I was thinking maybe it's a little on the up on that one. What about this one? See? So it sits a little low. Would you say they're both a bit aiming down a bit?
That one's a lot more than this side.
Mm-hmm. So what would we need to do to change that?
Oh, well, we'll check the throttle anyway. You all good?
Yeah, sure.
Should we go open throttle? Nothing behind us, eh? You all good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's 80. That was about 50%.
50%.
Should we go up a bit more? There you go. That was it. Full throttle. There you go.
Okay. So,
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to reset some of these colors.
okay, so what do we need to reset?
So flip it up and down. Move the, we'll bend the servo forward. So we did that. Wow. Oh.
I know you can do it.
Dan says it sounds like just a real eagle.
Not at all.
So many eagles.
Oh,
Have got
I can't tell many times.
There's a bit of power there, wasn't it?
I can't tell how many times I've heard them majestic animals fly.
The majestic eagle or the hawk. Zzz.
But it did sound good, didn't it?
It did. That's good. Yeah, so we're just going to reset this one a little bit.
I think they're
Yeah.
both slightly down.
Oh, they're just sitting at the moment. It's the official technique for what you're doing there, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's called bend it. I hope. Did you get it in?
Can you hold the plane itself?
Oh, I can hold it in. Try that. Majestic animal.
It did move it a bit more maybe.
A little tweak. But we're getting pretty close, guys.
Bit more, you reckon?
More, maybe. Don't want to tweak it too much.
No.
It's pretty delicate. Don't want to pop out one of those servos again.
Probably do that rest of it in the tune actually.
Yep, sounds good. Okay, so
What
do
about
the
that
same.
one? Does
No,
that-
that one could be the same. I like on the tune.
Okay.
Okay. Click it up on the servo.
Don't want to do it too much. It's pretty delicate stuff.
Hey. Now what about mixing? What are we going to do about that?
Don't know what your approach is on that one. Good
I
question.
mean, I guess I could copy and paste it.
Mhm.
Arrow on to the right. Elevator's the only one that's a bit odd. See? Arrow on to the right. Arrow on to the left.
Does it have a 20% elevator on it?
Elevator's just
Maybe
going to...
just copy it onto the right, onto the left. Yeah. Let's try that. Just go copy and go 20% discount.
20% discount.
20% discount, man.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it.
That's all messed up, yo.
I just turn it back on before you plug it in.
Oh yeah, do that.
Welcome to OpenTX.
I knew that.
Yep, we're all good. Back on. Yep.
Okay. Okay, can you?
I could just do it the old-fashioned way. This one.
Try it.
This one. Anything over there?
Trim center.
Yeah, keep going.
Which one is it moving?
Honestly, no idea at this point.
Is it doing anything?
Trim center.
Try this one. Or that one.
Trim center.
I don't see any movement whatsoever.
Trim center.
No.
You're not any help at all, lady. Oh, here it is. It's working.
But we are getting a bit of reverse on this one, isn't it?
Trim center.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
have to do it bending it. Okay, but what we can do is we can add a little bit of elevator on this. So go to the model screen.
Okay, so yeah, so at the moment we're just working out that if I play with one side, it actually affects the other, even though they're on separate arms. Which makes no sense, really.
It's not a Y connect, is it?
No. Super helpful, guys. Thank you, Mr. PWM. Okay, so what are you trying to do now? Attempt to do? You're trying to, at the moment, we're trying to attempt to put the elevators into the mix with the arm. Is that what we're trying to do? Yeah.
Or should I put on mixers? How would I do that?
You could do mixes and then add it as an extra, but don't say 100%. Say like, yeah, 10% or so.
Right.
You wouldn't want that. That'd be like, what?
So you want to copy this, don't you? You want to copy
the
this one.
elevator. Copy the elevator onto the irons. Other way around.
Copy this. You're going to copy the arons onto the elevator. This one.
You want to put the irons onto the elevator? That's what you were doing the other way around. Isn't it when you do the elevator?
When you do elevator, you get arons as well.
Okay. There's many ways of doing this. And not all of them are right. So that.
No, just do one side.
Yeah.
So it does. Okay, plug it in. So it does.
It is plugged in.
Oh, it is plugged in.
Nothing? No. It's moving now. It's the arons. Yeah. So when you go arons, see the aron movement? See.
Gotta go out the wrong way. There you go.
I told you. I knew.
This one's the wrong one.
Delete it.
Okay,
So now what you do is the other way around.
copy this one.
Copy the
Copy
arons,
the
arons and put it onto the elevator.
yeah, copy this one.
Hmm.
And put it onto the elevator. No, you do the other way around. Copy the elevator and put it on the arons.
Deal. Basically just do the opposite of what you just did.
Okay, try that.
Try it, yeah.
Why is it going opposite?
Do the elevator move? Okay, so it is working.
It is working, but I think it's opposite. Hang on.
Of course it's opposite.
Hang on.
Why would you go ahead and assume that it would be the right way around?
I'll just change that and mixes. Should I bring the camera over there? What do you think?
Is it a good idea to touch that though?
No, I was just wondering if I should move over there.
Okay, swap it with me. Here you go. No way you can show them what's
Shoot,
going on.
what's going on? Hey.
I guess you can put that one off.
Yeah. What do you reckon? 30%? What?
Yeah, not 100%.
Okay, let's see what happens now. To the right. To the left. Yes. Up. Oh yeah, look at that. You guys see that? And the tail moves a little bit. Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay, so we did that right. Now what did I do? Okay.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do at the moment is we're trying our very best to add, prescribed by the manual, add the elevator to go up at the same time that the rudder's lifted. So all three will go up at the same time. Do you think it's because it has a really terrible way of going upwards?
Probably.
I've never really seen anybody ever do that before.
Hmm. You think it should be at 100%?
Don't know. Doesn't say.
To the right, to the left.
That's weird. All three services moving at the same time.
There you go. What does it say? What kind of percentage does it say?
It doesn't say percentages. It only talks about expert. Why would it, right? What sort of percentage did you use?
30% on each one.
Awesome. Guess just a little bit.
Or otherwise the other option is just do like expo. Do we want expo? 20% on the elevator. Right, just a little bit.
Okay, so we've got to center those, eh?
We've got to set it.
Because at the moment that is lifting higher than that.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that
Because
again.
at the moment that's like way down, right?
Yeah.
And that's like,
A little bit down.
okay, so we'll recenter them and
Then
go
we'll
again.
try again, and then maybe add some expo on there. Although we don't really add it.
Dan says looking good. It's like 1:30 a.m. here. Got to hit the hay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks for the good times. Yeah, no worries. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll see each other when we see each other, and thanks very much for sharing your RC car project.
Yeah, cool, man. And have a good night, dude. And appreciate the effort for tuning in.
Yeah, super effort.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, nice. Very cool. Okay, so we'll pull that out, Richard, and we're getting there, guys. This is looking more like a plane every second.
Okay.
It doesn't actually say anything about what percentage, does it?
It's quite a bit of up. That was fine. What you're doing.
Yeah, interesting. Turn my. Oh, you unplugged it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just put this out of the way so I don't knock it. That antenna is giant, and it's, quite frankly, we'll probably hit it at one point.
Okay. So what's the deal?
Just
It
need a
seems
bend.
like when you pull it down, it just. Did I even move it when I did? Did I even do anything? I'm sure I bent it out. It's like way down here. Then.
Oh, try. Do you want two of those? Maybe that one's too big. That vice grips.
Maybe. Awesome. We're so close.
Super close, guys.
Super close.
And then it's just like a little bit of hot glue for the big giant weight source.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that in our own time. That's not too
Not a big deal. But it's looking quite good, and hopefully Richard can get this part done.
Be good if I could do that without that on.
I don't think you can get that luxury there, Richard.
You hold the plane.
Yep.
Thanks.
Try that. Yeah, I mean, it's straightened it out a bit. Try this way. But yes, this
one's
plane
almost
is
flat.
Hey?
This one's almost flat.
Try that.
Okay, definitely bent things. It's the official term there.
All right. And how's it sitting? Is it flatter now?
Yes. Do I need to add any more at this stage of the game?
I mean, this one could do a little bit more.
Now you're just nitpicking.
You know how hard that was. But on the good side is the bird has a motor that goes and some weight in it. And paint. So it's looking pretty good. And power supply. All things that a bird normally uses.
So more up.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Try that. Check it out.
Can you hold it?
Hold this.
Yeah. Thanks. See, that would look like it's too much. I have been wrong before.
Don't know. The only way we're really doing it is powering it up and see what happens. Okay.
Welcome to OpenTX.
Welcome. Yep. All good. Eagle.
Streamer.
No! Look at that elevated action.
It's a little low, like if you wanted to be nitpicky about it.
But sometimes it's good.
I'll just leave that side. What about this side?
Little proud? Is that a little high? I mean, we're talking about, we're all. But that one kind of comes down to that. What we're looking for is. Maybe that needs like a little less on this one.
This one's quite high as well. It's quite up elevated at the moment.
Need a little bit down.
Well, I don't know what's neutral for this guy.
Because his normal flight would be straight out the back of it, kind of thing.
Yeah, at the moment it's kind of up a bit. Would you agree with that?
Well, that's what it's kind of like on the thing. It's like that.
Kind of tweaked up a bit.
Yeah. Really push the lid. Oh, that's okay now. It's just where it sits. So that's okay now.
Okay. This one needs to go down a bit.
Fiddly stuff, but we're getting there. It's only fine tuning it now. The other thing that I might do is I left this one at 70%, but maybe what I need to do is change that down to inside at 70%. That one was at 30%, so maybe.
What?
I think I might need to change that. Hang on.
Change what? Do you mean to carry on with what I'm doing, or?
Yeah, you do. What do you do? I'll just wiggle this. See, this is at 70. Maybe I'll change that to 30. That doesn't.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
bring that down and see what it does. It was moving a bit more when you were doing it. Are we going to do any expo on this thing? Actually?
I do not know.
But we're getting there with this eagle. The eagle has nearly landed.
Is that better?
A little bit more. Tricky little fella, isn't he? You go too much and then he tweaks out.
Hmm. Bit more.
Can try a little bit more. One little tiny bend and perfect. Don't touch anything.
Just leave it. Try again.
And if that's good, we can leave it there for this live stream. Okay.
How's it look? Can you go up a bit?
Well, it might be different when you turn the servo on.
Don't say that.
Okay.
What are you trying to do? It's a little low on your side still, huh? Yeah.
Doesn't get bored. But I think it's down to 30% now. That's good.
30%. So you're lifting at 30% on the elevator.
On the elevators, yeah.
Hmm.
So do you think that's a good idea, or do you think I should just go back to max?
No, that's right. Okay, so if you just join us on the live stream, we are working on the RC Eagle. It's a 3D printed plane design, and not our specific one, this particular one. We've done lots of others, but not this one. And we've been working on it quite extensively, and ideally, we're preparing it for flight on the next time you see this guy. That's what we're trying to do.
And we'll be doing that on live stream too.
Yeah. So, was it in or out, or? Do you know which way it was?
That was low.
Low, so I need to pull out more.
Mm-hmm. No, the other way.
Oh, upwards.
Oh, maybe it's the other way. What do you reckon? Oh, you can see it there. So it's the other way.
So it needs to go out.
Oh, well, which way did you go? You went out.
Was it?
Yeah, you were going out. How much? It's enough. It's enough. Too much. Too much. Well, really. A little bit back.
It's with this guy.
What's wrong with this wing?
It's up with this guy. Man, he's sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, perfect. Don't touch it. It's beautiful, man. Okay, so this might be it. All for this stream. Well, at the moment we're sitting at 30% on the up. We are sitting at a full elevator at the back. we're sitting at right and left elevators.
And this one's flat, is it? At 0.
Well, what do you think? That's kind of flattish, normal flat-ish with a little bit of up.
Oh, yeah, it's got a little bit of up on the top. Yep, okay. Okay.
Okay, so this
So in
should be-
theory, we should be finished up the stream all going well.
yeah.
Why can't it be? You know, why can't it be?
Why can't it be good? What do you think?
Okay, so go to the right.
I won't max it out because that's a terrible idea. To the right. To the left.
Still a bit low.
A little bit. Up. Down.
Still a bit low. So it's still low on your side.
Do you think these ones should go higher, or you 30% okay? I don't know. We'll leave it there. I don't want to go overboard. A little bit low, but we'll leave it there.
I can go a little bit more.
Okay. We'll do one more adjustment and then we'll call it.
So low, so it needs to be pushed out further.
Yeah.
I'll get it right.
Might as well get it right. I guess then we achieve what we set out to do. And this eagle is taking shape, guys. Okay, what's that like? Too much? Enough.
Who knows? It's got a mind of its own when it comes to this, doesn't it?
Seems to. Plug it in and see what happens, I guess.
You good?
Yeah, all right. It's pretty good. Perfect. Well, perfect-ish.
You could probably bump it to the.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Leave it there? I think we'll leave it there. Okay, so give me a bit of throttle, which you all good, nobody, nothing getting to touch. So there you go, guys. There you go. Hey, did it, guys. So what we'll do in the background is we'll just add that weight that we calculated on this one, which is this one, and we'll glue that in, and we'll add that strap to it so the battery can be all happy with that. And yeah, I think we did pretty good for the stream. Yeah, I think we'll just swap that camera back over to that side, and I'll move this camera over.
Yep. Remember to add your comments if you've in post. If you want to add some comments, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yes,
And I'll change back to this one.
and then I'll move that camera over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite the achievement. There you go.
So yeah, so we're going to be finishing up the stream very shortly. Yeah, and we have to thank everybody for tuning in. Very cool.
Yes.
And as you can see, the eagle has landed. Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically and physically.
Yeah. So yeah, it's looking the part now. You all good there?
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Put that cabin back on.
Am I caught on something or two?
No, you're all good. You can't pull in any more than that then.
Okay.
What'd you do with that socket set?
Yeah.
I'll just put those on so we don't lose them.
Well, if you leave it off, you can put the hot glue onto it.
Oh,
Remember.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Alrighty, ready? But there you go. That's what she looks like. I'm going to rotate it slightly so you guys can see. That's very good. So, so just so you know what we did on the stream, we finished off the airbrushing. We did a little bit of the white, brought the feathers into it. We painted his face. put the beak on, that kind of thing. We adjusted and added weight for the CG to get the center of gravity. Make sure you see it all nice and well. And we adjusted the fine trim on the percentages to make sure it's all flat on the surfaces. And then also in the odd configuration that it wants, for some strange reason, they want the elevator to go up on the Airons
With the tail.
at the same time. So all three surfaces are going up and down for the elevator part. And then for the Airons, it just goes back to normal. So there you go. We
So it
managed
is.
to achieve all those things. So I guess the next time you see this guy will be, what, Maiden Flight Day?
Yeah, I
And
guess
we'll
so.
take some photos of it and post them so you guys can see what he looks like and his finished result. So pretty good.
Yeah. It was a technical build.
It was a very technical.
The craftsmanship of the, I guess it's kind of like a review kind of thing. So the craftsmanship of the 3D the files, not so good.
But in terms of the aesthetics,
aesthetics is great.
look great.
Yeah.
So yeah, flawless there. Great surfaces, and it really does look the part. So from a
visual point
point of view, yeah, 2
Exceptional.
thumbs up. But from an engineering sort of view, it's maybe not so great
not so good on that
in
part.
terms of the print files. But we got around it.
Yeah. So hopefully it flies on the next one, and that's what this stream would be. We will be going to the field. Yeah, is it next week? Not sure, but that depends on weather and those sorts of things and times.
That's right. And we also have some other live stream series that we've got all prepped in the background, and we'll be jumping to that.
Coming up, what? Yeah, coming up,
probably in the next stream, and we'll just do the flight stream for this one in between all that. Maybe as in like an additional type thing. Or depending if it's a great day, we'll do it. Yeah, but you guys will know. We'll let you know in the post. Okay, so we'll jump into the next slide and we head off.
Yeah, head off. And yeah, it's been good. It was it looks quite good. I'm quite happy with the eyes. Particularly quite happy with the eyes. Yeah, it's the part that I quite like.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll jump over to the other slide. Let's get into it. Is the camera straight with you?
Maybe roll it to the right, or just leave it. It's fine. It's good enough.
Like that?
Yeah. Stop.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so there you go, guys. We've made quite a lot of progress on this particular build. It has been quite technical.
Quite the ordeal, but he's looking the part. He's dressed to impress, as they say.
Yes. So thanks so much for sticking with us on this exciting build, and don't go anywhere because we will be flying on live stream. And what's coming up? What's coming up on the episodes?
On the episodes, stay tuned and stick around for when we release the next episode on the series for the ultimate wearable flight pack system that we've dubbed the drone pack.
Yes. So we were filming it today, the last little part, and then tomorrow. Yeah, it's looking like tomorrow. It's well dark now, so outside. So what we'll be doing is the next couple of days we'll be editing that up and just check in on the community posts for when that goes down.
Yeah, it goes live and available to watch. Yeah, we haven't finished it, the edit. So. Yeah.
Okay, so thanks very much. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard. We have to thank all our sponsors. A special note to Hobbywing and of course KiwiFil for this particular series on the RC Eagle. It has been quite the ordeal, quite an exciting and quite long build.
Yes,
but
so surprisingly longer than unexpected. But the paint job went on actually quite quickly. Liking the colours, liking the little details. So,
but at the end of the day, it's how it looks. Nobody judges you on how long it takes.
Exactly. There you go. So, thanks for sticking with us tonight, and we'll see each other on the next episode or on the live stream.
Okay.
Let's go and sign out
in 3, 2, 1, go! H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, yeah! So guys, have a great night.
Have a great night and weekend.